Thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle. And he'll take it back to about... the 19-yard line. The slot man in motion right. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long. Play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Shift together here from the D-line. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Play clock winding down. So that'll back them up 5. Quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Glennon gives to Howard on the draw. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. For Jordan Howard, Charles, last year in 2017, not quite as good as the great rookie year he had in 2016.
And a big part of that, very simply, there weren't any playmakers around him to keep defenses back and keep things stretched. He was running into 8- and 9-man boxes on almost every carry. So I thought he had a tremendous year. Number 6 in the league in rushing after being number 2 a season before.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Off the toss, Cohen, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse. But
it's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. He's able to find Inman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. On first down, they run with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Another nice run there by Jordan Howard. And when we talk about fresh legs, how about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. Glennon going to give this one to Cohen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Howard on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
15 yards through the air on a first down. This one to Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it with Cohen. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points, In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he works free. And now look at him go. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And down goes Glennon. They get him in the end zone, and that is a safety. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Defense showing blitz.
Leopard! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On the toss play, Howard able to get away.
That's why you keep your legs churning.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Cohen. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So a pick-6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick-6 going the other way.
And he knocks it through. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up. And then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. These two teams all tied up 16 apiece as we start the fourth quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run. This is Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This is Cohen on the toss. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have broken the tie. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in, they get it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
Santos out now, he'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's got some space here. Fournette fighting through. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 69 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense has it first and 10. Throwing now is Bortles. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll toss it to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Back to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mercedes Lewis from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So here we go. Still down 1 score, and here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Set.
This is Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Howard. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Cohen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
In motion now is Lee. They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He'll look to throw. But he's got it to Hearns. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.